Alright.
What are you buying?
Let's see.
What are you selling? Ah, I'll buy it.
There we go.
Thank you. What are you
We are
buying?
struggling so bad. We are really struggling. Let's speed 3.22, 3.23. Reload speed on my shotgun 2.43. So yeah, this is a pretty long reload.
What are you buying?
You could try to buy a first aid spray. Oh no.
Come back anytime.
Being brutally honest, I just don't feel the need to upgrade anything right now. Unfortunately, yes, we are going to utilize that. Just so I can get caught up on my health. We gotta go gather Mendez's eye for the retina scanner. Or whatever. Re4 has this really interesting backstory for the villagers, actually. It was released as a part of this thing. It's only in Japan. I think it's like a movie kind of thing, but it's not a movie. It's just sort of an explanation for the backstory, rather, for the villagers, and I just thought that was really cool. I forget what it's called. So enemies take a little less damage, and you take more damage, and I think there's like less money, some ammo. Yeah, professional mode doesn't really sound that difficult, but the larger damage part makes this extremely hard. Once you start getting upgrades and stuff like that, and like once you get to once you get to where I'm at, the game starts to really pick up a solid pace. If you're really smart with Resident Evil and just know how to play the game properly, and you avoid the obvious imminent threats, yeah, you'll be fine. Like, cause you're about to, like, I'm about to go to the castle section of the map, which is going to, for one, it's going to be extremely difficult. Back up because he's going to grow that thing out of his head. Once you start encountering these things, it starts to become a real pain in the dick. Their movement, the head movement thing, or whatever that creature is so unpredictable. The other thing I'd like to talk about briefly with RE4 professional mode. Like, look, dude, like, we've honestly, Like, okay, the house part, I don't know how in the hell you're gonna pass that, but as soon as you pass that and get through the left and right area, you'll be fine. You will be fine. All you have to do is, I recommend to go through both sections because you'll end up getting more pesetas that way. And pesetas can be used to upgrade your character. Oh shit, I'm dead. The stock for this gun, honestly, makes this thing way steadier, and it absorbs a lot of the recoil. And to be honest with you, this thing has a pretty excessive amount of recoil. So getting the stock on this would not be a bad option, especially if the C96 is going to be your weapon of choice for your main weapon. Handguns are main weapons in Resident Evil 4 because the ammo is really common, and it is just something you're just going to want to always use. And so if you do that, just blow up both of them, you'll be able to get through this area just fine. It's just this next part, this guy with the head thing. I don't know what the trouble is here. Knock him down. Oh, no, nope, he didn't have the head thing. This is obviously where 808's kinda cool. Cat's yellow eye. Yeah, we're just gonna let's see if there's any treasures I've missed. Oh, it looks like we missed some treasures. We can try going back for them, but really don't matter much to me. And until I can upgrade the damage on this pistol again, that's it. This pistol needs to do a lot of damage, because if I have to use this pistol, it should have to do a lot of damage to my opponents.
Got a selection of good. What are you buying? What are you
No new
buying?
tune-ups. I could tune up my rifle a little bit, definitely with reload speed and capacity. As these are very important things, with getting this thing's reload speed, it'd be really cool if it also made the bolt cycling speed increased a little bit. We're actually going to do something. We're going to test something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here, because I don't know. If I lose my progress, I at least want it to be here. It's a good section of the game. And we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to unsave our progress. Not unsave, but load our last save here. One, two. Need about 2 seconds of cycle speed.
What are you
Tune up.
buying? Is that thank
It does make the animation a little bit faster, so that's pretty cool. It doesn't make the bolt cycle speed though any faster. So we're gonna have to do load game. So you want to upgrade my TMP. The thing about the TMP is damage. You want to get the damage as high up as you can get it, because the gun doesn't do a whole lot of base damage. It's just the whole shot after shot, high DPS. So if you can increase the total damage you're outputting, it makes it really decent.
got a selection of good things.
Buy. I could buy a rocket launcher for this. Well, I don't even have enough for the rocket launcher, fuck. But if I honestly wanted, rocket launchers are really good for bosses. They're one-time use, so it is what it is. But the Rifle scope is pretty cool. Completely restores health. The stock.
What are you
If
selling?
I sell my cat's eye for
Is that all?
3,000, then yeah, I guess I'll just buy the stock for the red 9, I guess. Because I mean, like I don't know, man. Like I don't get punished for upgrading my. Like I don't lose anything from upgrading it.
Thank you, Cup. Back anytime.
I still have 20,000 pesetas, so I still have a lot. There's some supplies out here we can go ahead and grab. Oh, we're at it. It is a shame that they did not have the suppressor for the KSP. Or whatever that pistol is. The starting pistol. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
That's tough, Chief. That's tough stuff right there. Very strange boss fight. Alright, let's go fight Chief Mendez. Oh god, I gotta... okay. That's cool. I wish I had more shotgun ammo. Shotgun ammo tends to be predominantly the more effective ammo type. Like I said, tends to be the more effective ammo type here. Ew! Get nasty creature. Alright, you're less than being a creature. You're a goddamn creature killer.
Are you okay, Leon?
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Holy shit, I got 50,000 pesetas. And it comes upgrading time for this Red 9. We're gonna fully upgrade. I'm gonna sell my shotgun and possibly... No, I'm not gonna sell my rifle. Rifles has a lot of versatility, especially for the castle. For first-time players, rifle all the way. Go with the rifle. It is one of the most versatile things you can possibly obtain in the game. Because of just the raw power of the rifle. I mean, it does 6 damage very easily, and it's like, well, 6 damage is like, I don't know how much my shotgun does. Let's examine. My shotgun only does 5 damage. This is one more whole damage point over my shotgun. It's like, if I can do that, but instead of having it spread to multiple targets, have it be on one target, very accurate with the scope, meaning I'm able to scope somebody in the head. And over there is the castle, and over there is where we're about to go, off into the abyss of nothingness. I can understand for the PS2, this shit was really eerie. You're like, oh my god, is that a castle? What is that? Are we gonna go there? Do we get to see what's inside of there? You don't know yet, but yes, you will. And so, it's just that. Oh, forgot. Flash grenade. Ooh, forgot. More pistol ammo. I forgot about that in there. It's good that we double check. That pistol ammo can come in handy real quick, real easily. The nice thing about the pistol ammo in this game is that, like I said, it's very common, and it's very important that you get it as soon as possible. The thing is, when you have a strong pistol like the Red 9, pistol ammo, it becomes like a miniature shotgun. Not as powerful, definitely really weak, but way more powerful than the starting pistol, that's for damn sure. When we go to examine this thing, it does 1.8. Our goal is to make this gun do 2 whole damage points. Or 2.1 is my goal, as soon as possible. Because this pistol is very powerful and it's very effective.
What's up, dude?
I'm streaming Resident Evil 4 on professional.
I know. It showed you were streaming.
So apparently I've heard that they're doing this ban for AR-15s now. The assault weapons ban. So, yeah.
And they might also try and ban handguns. Because think about it, if they can ban an AR-15, which isn't even technically an assault rifle, it's just an automatic rifle, which, if you didn't know this, they do make automatic hunting rifles.
Semi-automatic.
Yeah. So the whole banning an AR-15, that ain't gonna stop stuff. And as soon as they were like, okay, we fucking banned an AR-15, we might as well ban a bunch of handguns.
Well, here's the thing, right? An assault weapon. If I punch you in the face, that's assault. So my hands can be legally considered as weapons. Because if I know martial arts or boxing, then they could technically be registered weapons. So does that mean I have to ban my fist? Think about it for a second.
It's the government trying to do stuff. They're trying to control us. And then once they figure out, oh hey, if we can ban this, then we might as well just abolish the Second Amendment.
Well, and I think that's their goal right now, is to do that. Because I mean, here's the thing, dude. I mean, listen to how crazy shit is. I said Biden would be the worst president on earth, and that we're all doomed if he becomes president. He became president, and everyone's like, well, the world hasn't ended yet. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's his first week in office, and already he's undoing everything Trump did. What was it, 23 executive orders his first week? Yeah, some presidents don't even do more than less than 8 executive orders in their whole presidency. That's across 4 years. Less than that. So for him to do over 20, however many it was he did, within only the matter of a week, that's just insane to me. How that can even legally happen, let alone the fact that Hunter Biden's a crackhead. And you know, just if you look at just the political spectrum of Biden in general, it's just a political embarrassment. Like, there's no way to actually fix this issue. There is a way to fix this issue. Now, this bill has not been, it's only been passed by a House committee. It's not going to the full House, so the Senate has to pass it. And all the local governments do not want that. Here's the thing, dude. If you're having trouble with law enforcement, like being able to enforce the laws of your own, state, if you are struggling to do that, then what in your right mind is going to make you think that, okay,
what are you selling?
you know, let's just get rid of the citizens' right to bear arms. So now the citizens can't defend themselves. And here's the thing, if you're law enforcement, here's the thing. The liberals, they lose, because here's the reality. They can't get their story straight, man. They cannot get their story straight. They'll say, well, no citizen needs to own an assault weapon or whatever. And then they'll go behind their backs and they'll say, well, law enforcement should be able to have an AR-15. But according to the left, law enforcement's racist. So really, they lose. They lose. because they can't
Yeah.
get their story straight.
Plus, if they're wanting a ball, then if they're banning anything
What are you
classified as an
buying?
assault weapon, then I guess they're gonna have to
that
ban a
old
shotgun.
stranger?
Because I know for a fact that at close range or whatever, and a shotgun can be used as an assault weapon. Heck, a freaking
that old
airsoft gun
stranger?
can be used as an assault weapon. Shit, a pellet gun. If you shoot a person right with a pellet gun, you can hurt them. Well, not to the point of being shot with an actual bullet, but you can still use a pellet gun to hurt somebody.
I mean, no doubt, but I mean, we're talking about like serious like weapons, right? Weapons of assault rifle, AR-15s are weapons of mass destruction, or whatever they're gonna say. Mass destruction. Okay, now there are such things as mass shootings, but mass destruction, you're talking about like buildings being leveled and shit. I mean, if we're gonna be serious about gun control, the only people that need to be controlling weapons are citizens that own the weapons. Because here's the thing, too many criminals. Yeah, here's the thing, because there's criminals, I don't lose my rights. Bottom line.
Now, plus criminals, they don't, you know they don't give a fuck about the law. They'll obtain the weapons illegally. I mean, shit. That's why in places where weapons are banned, there's still a black market. And plus, a lot of the weapons that people own are like antique weapons, like weapons that they don't ever really shoot. And part of the reason why some people own AR-15s is just, it's a Lego gun. If you're wondering what a Lego gun means, it's a Lego for an adult.
Adult Legos, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
There's nothing wrong with
they're
it.
fun. They're fun. They're fun to own. They're fun to shoot. They're fun to work on. They're fun guns. Okay, and that's just part of the reason why people own them. People are like, well, what do you need an AR-15? Well, why do you need a $10,000 watch? Why do you need anything? You don't. All right, it's not a thing of need. It's a thing of want. And as long as there's a market for it, a free market for it at least, I don't see any big issue with it. The thing I see a big issue with are people that own, like, I don't know, tanks. I can see that being an issue, but I still think you have the right to own a tank. I mean, you have the right to own a car. You know what I think is sickening is there are some countries like Britain where people don't have rights at all, and you still see people doing, like, people running over people and stuff like that. And it's like, that's a prime example of what happens when, and here's the thing, right? If you run over somebody, right, and like, let's say you're driving on the sidewalk, let's say you run over 30 pedestrians, okay, that's more people killed than in the last mass shooting, last big school shooting. And you didn't even need a gun to do it, you just used a car. And there's no restrictions on cars. But, well, actually, no, there are restrictions on cars, but they're not restrictions for safety. They're restrictions for, like, gas, like, carbon emissions or whatever. So they'll make it, they care more about that than they do actually making cars more, like, safe and stuff like that. And obviously there's company recalls and stuff like that. But why don't we just treat the gun market like we do the automotive market? Or like any other market for that matter. Because guns, it's a market of weapons, and that alone is controversial, I guess, to some people. So I just don't get it, man. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of perspectives on it. I hope it doesn't get passed. So Slayer, I'm just gonna straight up pray to God and hope it doesn't get passed.
I mean, if it does get passed, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna make people get rid of the gun? ARs, how are they gonna go around and
They're saying buyback program. You know what the buyback program is? You get a $100 Walmart gift card. Walmart supports China. We're about to go to war with China because China's threatening Nancy Pelosi. We're about to go to war over with China over Taiwan. So we're going to support the country that we're about to be going to war with by doing that. And then to top everything, Biden's trying to pass another bill. It's basically the new Green Deal. It's just called something else. I forget what they called it this time. It's something about inflation. It has nothing to do with inflation. All it does is increase our federal spending by a few more $1 trillion. We're already trillions in debt thanks to the Democratic Party. So I don't think we should take advice from somebody who owes another country trillions. I don't think we should take advice from someone that spends the exact amount of money that they're also in debt with, but they're spending money that they don't have. Does that make sense? I mean, it's one thing if the American dollar was actually like worth something, but it's worthless now because of this party. It is literally worthless because of this party. The left party, the Democratic Party. Our dollar is worth less because of the rising influx of inflation. That's just reality. That's just facts. There is no denying that, and there is no excuse for that either. Like, there is no valid excuse as to why our country is in such ridiculous amounts of debt. They can't even come up with a proper reasoning either. All they can come up with is an excuse, and that excuse is times are tough. Yeah, that's cool for you to say when you're taking $30 million vacations, right? You know what I mean? When you're going to countries and you're not even doing anything, you're just going on vacation. Vacation. I'll say it again. Vacation. While everyone else suffers. What happens during that one winter with Sleepy Joe Biden, right? Pretty much people were dying in Texas because of the solar-powered energy. The energy plant they created, people were dying because it wasn't powerful enough to heat homes. People in Texas were dying, older people. And all Sleepy Joe could say was, wear a sweater. It's like, alright bro, you can cut a man in half with a machine gun in a battlefield, right? And, you know, for the medicine you give him, you just give him a band-aid, but you'll cut him in half with a machine gun. It's ridiculous, dude. And none of their plans are economically viable. I mean, Trump hit it on a T. He said that Biden was an economic death sentence, and that's actually what he is. He is an economic death sentence. I mean, there is no nice words to describe Joe Biden in the hearts or eyes of the American people, because what do we see? I'll tell you what we see. We see gas at the same price as coffee at Starbucks. We see, you know, we see other countries going to war with each other now. We see that the American market is decreasing, inflation's increasing. The value of our dollar is also decreasing. What else do we see? We see all this COVID crap, and we see all these crazy procedures. We see all this government control, all this leftist bias media influencing school, our society. We're seeing our society constantly battling one another about opinions. I've never seen the 1800s, right? Back in the Civil War. But I can imagine it being something like this, where we're going to war with one another. That's insane. That's nothing like this has happened, historically speaking, at the rate that we're currently at. This is just insane to me. I don't honestly understand why anybody would want Biden as president. Not only that, but there's a lot of evidence that his presidency was, in fact, non-legitimate. You know, so I think we have to look at a lot of things and determine for ourselves what we believe in with that, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, sure, but I don't think we should just believe he's president. I mean, you know, there's a lot of those like mail-in ballots that that was never a thing. COVID is the reason that's a thing. Those mail-in ballots are the reason that he's president, and I'll just be honest with you, that's just sickening to me. It's illegitimate, and it's a fraud. It's a lie, and it's an excuse. It's a lot of things, but more importantly, it's bullshit, and I think that people just need to realize that. You still there, dude? So I don't know what your opinions are on, you know, Biden's presidency so far, but I tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing gas prices shoot out the roof, man. I'm seeing them now. They're slowing down out here in Ohio. Finally, they're it's like last I saw it was $4. It was $4.60. I mean, it wasn't as bad as $5.19. That was ridiculous, but it's still bad. Don't get me wrong, it's still bad. Even under Obama, there was all like ridiculously high gas prices, but not to this level. But when you equate inflation, the price of the dollar has constantly decreased. It doesn't really seem like it's that big of a deal, but in reality, it really is. I mean, once we really consider that the cost of living is constantly going up, but the cost of everything else is also going up. You know, I don't think that, like I said, I don't think these people think when they talk. They only they come up with a concept and they don't fully think it out. If we think about the way that Biden handled Afghanistan at the Kabul airport, and here's the thing, this is a very controversial opinion. I think that we should never have pulled out of Afghanistan, ever. We should try to mobilize troops out of there, a lot of them, but we should still keep our bases out there, still keep control over it, and that way it wouldn't be like we're losing all this equipment and money in the process, because in reality, that equipment that we lost there, it's very expensive equipment, and it's tax-paying dollars that we're not going to see come back. There's no insurance for that kind of equipment, for Apache helicopters and stuff. So what they're going to do is increase our taxes so they can rebuy the lost equipment that we lost because of Biden. And meanwhile, he doesn't take any responsibility. Now, as much as I dislike Nancy Pelosi, and she should definitely be fired, I don't think she deserves to die. I don't think she deserves at all to die. So for China to threaten Nancy Pelosi like that, not only are they treading on international, like, they're not treading on their territory, they're treading on our territory, because they're threatening us with violence. And they're about to start World War III, I believe, by doing that. And I don't think they understand the significance of what a war with the United States would look like for China. Because granted, we owe them money, right? We owe them trillions of dollars. By the end of the war, we won't owe them anything. They won't even be a country. If it goes to the nuclear option here, when we start looking at nuclear resources, China just doesn't fit the bill, man. I don't think that they would survive a nuclear war with the United States. And unfortunately, with the current climate that the world is, that's what it would have to turn to, a nuclear war. Why it would have to turn to that? Because really, when you're going to war with a country like the United States, there is no way that they'd be able to invade us but via land. Most of their nuclear weapons and resources have to be dropped from planes. We can just shoot those out of the air, from the sea. We'll shoot them out of the air from the sea. Granted, it would cause mass pollution over the ocean, but that's all the resources gone to shit. I think they only have 3 ICBMs, and I think 2 out of the 3 can easily be countered. And the amount of ICBMs we have, we can level most of their big cities and most of their strategic points.
Welcome.
I don't think that there's any way, with Predator drones and stuff like that, we would be dropping bombs on them all the time, man. And that's just something that they really don't want, you know? Oh man, I should really upgrade my firepower to 6 for my shotgun. 5.5 is good, but my firepower on my semi-auto rifle is at 8. That's a really good number for firepower.
What are you selling?
Let's see what I can sell here. Spindle.
Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you.
There we go.
What are you buying?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's pretty scary times, dude.
Come back any time. Follow me.
Hey, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching my stream?
No, I'm trying extermination.
Oh, on Modern Warfare? Are you trying it alone?
Yeah.
Is it very difficult?
I haven't ran it in any enemies. I figured out how you set it up.
Yep, it's not that hard. You just make it to where health is at 50%, because it makes it easier to kill enemies, but it also makes it easier to kill you. So it really makes the combat very fast paced. That way you don't have to worry about perks like stopping power, because it makes you focus on other more useful tactical perks. The thing is, with stopping power with 50% health, it's almost a one tap for most weapons. It's one tap. The thing about that is that when you're doing that with your weapons, making them one tap, here's the thing. So I took these guys out, which I think was a smart move, because I don't want those guys to outnumber me upstairs because of my low health. So if I just equip the shotgun, well, let me reload this weapon. Oh yeah, you gotta disable respawns. Is it very difficult by yourself, Slayer?
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah.
Dude, I am kicking ass in Resident Evil. Ashley, get out of the way.
Wait.
Ooh!
Alright. I gotta use the bathroom.
Alright. Oh my god. I failed.
Mátalo. Wait. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ahí está.
There's all that. Oh, I'm thinking about sniper rounds. Shit. That's really tough, Chief. We had to make it come in the clutch. Back there, about to get dropped. Did I use my... Oh, sweet. Alright, now I got a fully healing herb. There's that. So I'm really tempted on using, but kind of don't want to. I love Resident Evil 4. It is one of my most favorite games of all time. It's just something to, I mean, not cheesing the game, but there's just something to playing the game the way it was meant to, just like this. Not using infinite weapons, just going through the game, tough as shit. Yeah, maybe acquiring an overpowered weapon early on your second playthrough.
Follow me.
You can't leave Ashley behind. Blah, 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 blah. Should I try to... See, I got 26,000 pesetas. See, I think I should go back right now and go try to upgrade some more weapons before proceeding. I really want to acquire a larger case to carry more stuff.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you buying? What are you buying?
Firepower. That's pretty cool.
Is that all, stranger? What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying?
$96 boxes. 77 boxes.
Come back anytime.
Which is actually really overpowering, but I should realistically upgrade my shit. Shotgun damage on the riot gun, I think, is really important. I wonder what the riot gun's exclusive is. I honestly cannot remember. I think it's an extraordinary amount of damage. Hold on.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the riot guns. I know it's a Benelli M4 Super 90, but I don't care about the model of gun it's based after. Which is cool. I love the Benelli M4. Don't get me wrong.
So you're still playing Resident Evil.
Yep. Okay, so it does 10 damage and has a firing speed of 1.56, reload speed of 1.67. Really good for a shotgun. So really good considering you got 17 shells. See, I prefer the riot gun over the Striker 12, and everyone always asks me, well, the Striker 12, it holds 100 rounds with its exclusive. It's like, yeah, but getting 100 shotgun ammo, I mean, yeah, you'll never have to reload it ever, but, like, I don't know, it's just unrealistic. Oh man, look at that, I've increased my maximum health.
I figured out what that sound was. It was one of my dogs. I think my pit bull's about to fall.
Oh man. You have a pit bull?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a baby pit bull though.
No, it's an old pit bull, like a 13-year-old pit bull. What dog did you think my dog Bella was?
I don't know, man. You got too many dogs. I don't really keep track, to be honest.
Let's see, there's Bella, she's a pit bull. Buster, he's a beagle plus a basset hound.
Buster. Hold it there, Buster.
Here we got Diesel, which is a German Shepherd. He's not a purebred German Shepherd. Actually, I don't know what he is. I know well, I mean, he is German Shepherd, like everybody thinks about him is German Shepherd. be lucky I can't smell. Sounds like you're about to fart.
I don't think any AI is dumb enough to fall for that old trick. 100 rounds. It does, though. The Striker 12 does 12 damage, and the Riot Gun does 10 damage. Still, though, I don't think the Striker 12 is necessary. Being brutally honest.
Oh shit! How am I not? I swear to God. Every time I try and shoot these motherfuckers. Yeah, I got that motherfucker. I want kamikaze on that bitch.
Somebody took eggs and their entire inventory in Resident Evil 4 spells out Re4.
Why couldn't I move? No mother.
He's got a CMP fully upgraded, the starting pistol fully upgraded, and the Striker 12 fully upgraded. His has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 4. So he's got 44 golden eggs. Bro, that's some inventory, dog. Holy shit, this dude's entire inventory is golden eggs. Okay, so in RE5, I have infinite golden eggs. Dominic did me a glitch and it gave me infinite golden eggs. He had a player drop him a fuck ton. And so...
God, look at that mouth. Look at that mouth. You stupid. You stupid. You stupid. Your special needs dog. You know that, right? You know you're a special needs dog. I see you.
I think one of my coworkers, I think my coworker has a pit bull that was abused, and it was part of one of them animal rescue programs as a rescue dog, and I think its name was Courage. So everyone has the ongoing joke that it's Courage the Cowardly Dog. But it's the cutest pit bull, man, and it's so nice too. It's really friendly. They call him Courage the Cowardly Dog because he or she or whatever does not, like, is not scary. It is not like an intimidating dog. So they just tease it. It's the cutest thing, man. Dude, I have 33,000 pesetas. Like, bro, I'm about to buy some of me too, so.
Want some Copenhagen? Copenhagen long cut. 200 years. 1822 to 2022. Motherfucker.
No, please don't do it to me. Oh man.
I swear to God, either my beagle's gonna fart or I don't know, one of them's gonna fart. One of them motherfuckers gonna fart. I can tell. I'll tell you from experience. When you start hearing like a gurgling sound, that means they're gonna fart.
Follow me. Wait, follow me.
Man, it's like I can't hit these motherfuckers. Every time I go to aim, they...
Alright, bro, so I have 40,000 pesetas. I think with that being said, I'm just gonna wall step in the place. Gun on my waist. I'll shoot a ganado in the face.
How the fuck
I won't leave a trace.
How the fuck I...
Classified as a murder case. I don't really want to say that since I don't know, man. YouTube might get me in trouble for saying that. I don't know. Ganados are the worst enemy types in this game. Apparently I got in trouble. You want to know why my account got banned? Because apparently I said something should die in a video game. And then they got me in trouble.
Is that
How the
old,
fuck?
stranger?
That makes no sense. How the I shot that motherfucker.
Is that old? Thank you.
Dude, night vision does not work in smoke.
It doesn't work very well, but yeah.
What are you selling? Is that old strength?
Kind of the one problem about night vision is during this, like in smoke, it doesn't really, I don't know, it sort of fucks it up. So my boss wants me to work from 4 to 8 tomorrow, a 4-hour shift on my day off. Tomorrow. So it's like, It's like, bro, like, you're already giving me extra hours. So I worked from 12 to 6 yesterday. It's like almost a 7-hour shift, almost. Plus, if you consider I was working a 4-hour shift, that's 2 extra hours, plus the 4 hours I'm working tomorrow. That's 6 extra hours. It's $60 more out of my paycheck, dog. Like, that's badass.
Oh my god! It's like when I try and throw a frag, it don't work. When I shoot them, it doesn't aim or anything.
Salazar.
Starting to wonder when you might notice.
Oh my god, I fucking
Me llamo
Maybe it's gonna
Ramon
mute.
Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent
Castellan.
architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
I'm never turning into one of them. Never.
Got that right. We'll find a cure.
The castle part. I hate this part. Water room is about to be a pain in the dick on professional. I like having ridiculously raw damage. See, I think the TMP has 9.7 raw damage, and it's like, dude, that's like stronger than the basic shotgun out of like, or this is the TMP, the Red 9. And the TMP does really ass damage, but the thing about it is it's full auto, so I mean, you could 10 shots, you could basically do up to 200 damage essentially if you dump an entire magazine into an enemy. Because it does, I think, was it 1.2 damage? So it's like 100 shots times 1.2. It's like you're doing 150 damage. Almost. You know, or actually, you hold more ammo. So I haven't fully upgraded my magazine with this gun yet. Examine. Capacity. Yeah, so if you know, 1.2 or 1.3, whatever the number is, maybe even 1.4. I have no idea. Because I know it's about to be, well, next damage upgrade, my TMP will be like 1 damage, then it'll be 1.2 plus 4, I think, is the exclusive. Let's do some math here.
I think my mom went to pick up my brother and sister from school.
Uh-oh. The hemorrhoids are coming back.
Yeah. I know for a fact my brother's gonna come home and be like, oh, hey, I want to play video games. Why I should let him play video games. He never does anything my mom asks.
Here's what I don't get, man. I won't say it on stream, but I'll tell you later.
Wait.
Yeah, I want to play Need for Speed.
Follow me.
Yeah. So apparently my first car is going to be a Ford Mustang. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear ya.
I really hope this assault weapons ban doesn't go through. A lot of their shit doesn't. Too many politicians realize what it will do to their career because they realize the silent majority of the country, meaning Republicans and whatnot, and conservatives, dislike that concept locally speaking. The only politicians that have the balls to do it are the ones that control large cities, because there are people that kind of, too many people fit right in the middle, and those are the only reasons they have the balls to do that. So, these other like especially like the Midwestern politicians won't do anything about it. They're gonna.
The West Coaster ones.
It's the upper east, yes, the upper east and the lower west. So you're gonna have like Colorado might consider it, but they might not, because Colorado has really loose gun laws, but then they have some areas have really tight restrictions on guns, on what's considered lawful to use a gun, or what's lawful to store a gun or whatever. But then you have states in between that are kind of like mixed bags. So that's what we gotta focus on, getting those states, senators, and politicians to disagree with this ban, because those states are what really matter. Are the ones that we all know that New York and whatever, they're gonna do what they're gonna do regardless. There's nothing we could do about it. So I mean, just it is what it is, and to be brutally honest, it is unfortunate, but I really don't think that people understand how important the Second Amendment is. And without the Second Amendment, we wouldn't have any other rights. Because the thing is, if without the Second Amendment, the government has totally ridiculous amounts of power. So I personally think that if we did have this ban on what is the most commonly used rifle platform, the AR platform, you got to understand that they will still make an New York compatible, or we call it big city compatible AR-15s. It is an AR-15 with a really long barrel for sporting use, right? I think it is a 18-inch barrel, maybe longer. And it has a tighter trigger grip, right? It has a heavier trigger. to whatever the state says, I think is the only technical modification. I don't think some states require the trigger to be heavier, but I think that's typically what they do is they put a really heavy 2-stage trigger or 3-stage trigger on there. And what they'll do is they'll take the pistol grip out and put a full-on, straight-up, solid stock kind of setup, right? Like a old-school rifle. They do that to the grip, and they only sell the 10-round magazines with it. And I think that some of those rifles have the old-school iron sights on them. So it's like, you know, you can't mount the crazy optics and all the crazy attachments on there. You can mount a foregrip to the front of it, or, you know, whatever. And also it only comes with a non-threaded front barrel, so you cannot mount a suppressor to it. So that's basically the whole thing. And, you know, the assault weapons ban is already saying some detachable magazines are allowed. All weapons have detachable magazines, if you really think about it, except for revolvers and guns with integrated mags. But to be honest with you, no one's going to use those kind of weapons in a home defense scenario. You're going to want to be able to quickly reload your weapon if your weapon has less than 10 rounds. Granted, you probably don't need more than 10 rounds. That's the funny thing. You most likely, 90%, will not need more than 10 rounds. It's literally just the media that makes you think that you only need 5 rounds. The reality is, I'm still here. I'm just trying to kill this thing. I'm thinking about. Okay, I'm considering letting it kill me instead, because yeah, just let it kill me. Because I accidentally used an herb when I had a yellow herb. I could have combined those two together, and I could have gotten more total maximum health added to my character, because I think my guy needs as much max health as possible. Because professional difficulty, you take more damage, and basically I'm insinuating that if I what's it called, if I have more health, I'll be able to survive more because I take more damage, so my odds of surviving are increased. So combine that with that. Alright, sweet. So I have almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost have 7 full bars for my health. Now, out of those 7 bars, I only have 1, 2, 3, 3.5 bars of current health. But my maximum health.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%. He's the baby. Oh, he's itchy. Oh, he's itching himself. You know what's funny about my German Shepherd? If you walk up to him and you stand over him, he'll roll onto his back slightly to show you his tummy, because he wants belly rubs. Assume he's a big aggressive dog. Nah, he's just a big baby. Come on, poor GT, fuck him up. Fuck you, bitch. Then I haven't heard a hemorrhoid come into my room and be like, you gotta play video games with me.
Yeah, most likely. Alright, so I get killed it. I accidentally used more fire grenades than what I really wanted to. I don't know, I still think I'd be ready for this section, but due to the simple fact of just how much raw damage some of these weapons deal, I think I'll be able to kill enemies really quickly. Damn it!
Damn, I haven't played these. Ah, I'm going off road.
That's tough, Chief.
Coleman, you probably don't like dirt bikes, don't you?
I like dirt bikes. I think they're fun. I prefer dirt bikes over ATVs.
Yeah, I mean, ATVs, they're kind of limited on where you can go with them. In most cases, plus if you go really fast and you're not careful, it's actually easier to tip them over.
Yeah. I like these deluxe frame aviators. These things are really nice. Ooh. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta redo this boss fight.
Wait.
Yep, I gotta redo it. That's pretty. I'm fine with that.
I swear to God, one of my dogs is gonna fly. I can tell. I feel like they're gonna fly. But they may have already farted. I can't smell them. But according to my mom, apparently my pit bull stinks like death. Death and stuff. Somewhat figured out how to like twirl my it's not like how the professionals do it with the Balisong, but I somewhat figured out how to like sort of twirl my knife through between my fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm flipping it. It's not it doesn't I don't know if it's actually any good, but it's like I know how to flip it open, like spin it around and then like twirl it between my fingers.
It's not hard. It's people. Here's the thing, bro. People overthink it. I mean, here's the thing. When the outside eyes are looking in, and all they see is like you're flipping a knife, and they're like, oh, "I don't do that. Why would I do that? I might cut myself." It's just they're just too damn scared. They're pussies. So the thing is, they don't see it the way me and you see it. They just, I don't know, man. They haven't done it for themselves. They don't know how it feels because they'll never do shit like that. Because you're lame.
Yeah, I also know, like, I know how to, like, grab the knife and then flip the, like, so what I do is so in one of the things I was doing, I was, like, twirling it in my fingers and stuff, like, keeping my fingers on the safe handle, and then I grabbed it to a point where I had the tip of the blade between my index and thumb, and then I made the handles, like, stick out the other way, where it looked fully unsheathed, and then I tossed it up in the air. But I didn't do like a full like spin with it. I like tossed it in the air, and then as it's in the air, I catch it and I make it to where the blade's facing down.
Yep.
Like, or I can toss it in the air and catch it to where the blade is like in the normal open position. And then I can also, if I do it right, I can fan it around. Get it to where I can hold it. I can get it into a position where I can do a thumb roll over.
Yep.
And then if I do it right, I can do a thumb roll over and then get into a position where I can toss it in the air and catch it by the handle.
So you alternate in between.
Follow me.
So you can do just basic knife flips, do a build up, and then do like a thumb rollover, then do another small like quick set of in between the fingers, and then chuck it up in the air, catch it while it's down, reflip it, close it, and then
like
chuck it again.
I can do like a fan almost, and then like I can get it to where I'm holding it like by the tip of the safe handle, and then get it to where I can have it in the upside down open position, the blades facing down. And also while I'm like doing like opening tricks, I can do a kicker. You know, where you flip the blade up, where the fight handle hits your knuckles, and then go down, and then turn it over, and then do it. Look up a kicker.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I can do that, or like I'll like spin it a bunch of times. Do like a fan almost. Like just like cause it to spin. I watched this like video, it was kind of funny. So the dude was showing off his knife he had, and he had so I don't know what the brand of it was, but the blade was serrated. It had serrations on it. And it's funny because the funny part is he flips it over to the fight handle, and as the blade comes down and as the serrations hit his knuckle on his pointer finger, a sound plays, "Gotcha, bitch," as he opens the knife. Bitch, get out the way. Copyright infringement.
Oh my god. Oh, Water World. This is real. Okay, dude, this is real pain, dog. Not Water World, Water Hall. This is really painful. Sorry to take out the snipers. Oh my god.
Why is it moving? Stop moving! Stop! Stop moving! Why is it doing that? Stop! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop moving! Swear to God, I'm gonna go buy a new controller. Stop! Jesus Christ! God. Hey, Solid. Did you know that Microsoft actually bought Activision?
I did not know that.
What'd you say?
I said I did not know that.
Yeah. It's just kind of scary. Apparently in some countries, apparently in like France or something, game stores were putting up signs saying that if you're planning on buying Call of Duty, your next console should probably not be a PS5. They're saying, are you sure you want to buy a PS5? Apparently, people think that since Microsoft owns Activision, that they will make all Activision games Xbox exclusive.
That's retarded now. Dude, okay, look, bro. So, right, Blizzard is owned by Microsoft, right? Blizzard? World of Warcraft and stuff like that. Well, what was it? Overwatch was their lame-ass hero shooter? I'd be like saying all Blizzard games are going to exclusively be Microsoft. Now, a lot of them are. And the reason that Microsoft owns a lot of them is because of the computer games, right? All those exclusive computer games on Windows, whatever, Windows 10, whatever. It's all that shit. The only reason why a lot of it is on Windows, not that it's on Xbox. So, the thing is, if Activision did that, you understand that, let's say there are 300,000 people with PlayStation 5, right? We'll just say that, right? That are actively playing the game, right? The scalpers, not everyone that owns it. It's like a scalper can have 30 PlayStation 5s, but he's going to sell 29 of them. But, like, let's say that, for instance, right? So there's 300,000 people that have a PS5. That's, every game they release is like $60 because it's new. So multiply 60 by 30,000. That's how much money that they're going to approximately lose, plus whatever they charge for DLC and all their microtransactions. Think they're going to lose all that money over some deal? Fuck no, otherwise they would have never made that deal in the first place. People are just ignorant, they don't think. Would you lose money over a deal you made? Because I'm sure that exclusivity bullshit isn't like... I'm sure they get DLC or I'm sure they get content before us now, but... You know, that's the way it's been for a long time. That's what it was, the golden age of COD. Well, PlayStation had that deal where they had exclusive rights to Call of Duty content first for a while. But for the longest time, it was always Microsoft that had that, like, exclusivity deal. So, yeah, no, I mean, just because it says it on paper doesn't make it a reality. Just yet. In the really far future, maybe. But that's like the far future. That's like when there's less consoles, where it's only PlayStation and Xbox. And it's been that way for a while, really. When you think of Nintendo, they don't really have any sort of footing or foothold on consoles since the N64. They don't have any right to talk when it comes to consoles, simply because their consoles are not really the best. We'll just say that, just to be nice. Like the Wii consoles are very gimmicky. Like, the whole thing is a gimmick. They built their console around a fucking gimmick. And that's part of the problem. A lot of their consoles are very gimmicky. They're not like... Oh my god! Hold on a minute, I'm sorry. You better give me some shotgun ammo, you useless bitch. I almost have 50,000 pesetas. We got a long way to go. I hate Waterhall. This is like one of the most detrimental areas of the castle. It is the hardest and most important part of the castle. It is an endurance test. How much shit can a single player endure? This is one of the hardest levels in any like video game, just because of the structure of it, especially the less than certain flow of Resident Evil 4. There's so many ways that you can be so low on supplies and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm confused. What the fuck am I supposed to like destroy the counterpart? What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Okay.
I'm confused. Am I supposed to be chasing the cops supposed to be chasing me, or am I supposed to wreck them?
Wait.
What mission are you on?
I don't know what mission I'm on. Catch up with Anna and Lucas. Protect Lucas and Anna while they work. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to destroy.
Follow me.
Oh shit, my.
Water hall sucks. I gotta redo all of that. No. Swear to God, if I have to redo all that shit, please. Oh my God, dude. Bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, just kill me now, bro. End it all. Please kill me. Please put me out of my misery. I don't want to do this anymore. This mission sucks. I hate Water Hall. It is the most difficult sections of any video game ever. Just, I mean, like, okay, look, bro. The problem is Re4 has a lot of very difficult sections kind of cluttered together. Dude, get out of my way, Ashley. You're in the way.
Wait.
stay right there, actually. Useless.
Yeah, I like my car that says "Let's go, Marine." Let's go, Marine. Sexy ass.
Some guy was driving around with a flag, an American flag, and it says, "Fuck Joe Biden." And he was driving it around, and it had a truck. And he had 3 other American flags attached to the trailer, or like the truck bed thing, or whatever mount he had on there. And it was this big diesel Ford F-250 Power Stroke. And it had this like lift kit with the double wide tires. It had this really loud exhaust kit on there. It was loud.
Yeah, diesels are loud, dude.
And then he was, well, it was a more modern F-250, and he's just driving it around the green, which is liberal city. It is literally where all the fucking rich snobby people go to shop. Now some like Republican people go to shop at like their outdoor outfitter kind of stores that sell like hiking clothes and stuff like that, but that's like Cabela's. People go to Cabela's for that kind of shit. Anyway, he was just driving it around and just honking his horn, and it was literally like, I don't know, bro. It was a badass horn he had on there. It was the Dixie horn. It was really cool. I like that. He did all that to his truck. I'm like, that's just ridiculous how much shit he did to his truck. But it's like, I highly doubt that, you know, you would take that truck very seriously. I would never use it for work-related purposes, but I really want to get, because I wouldn't want to damage the truck if it has a really cool paint job on it. It was black, and it had this red line, like these red stripes and stuff on it. Pretty cool. And it had the, I know those headlights on the top of the truck?
Yeah.
Super fog lights, and yeah, he had those on there too.
I mean, my dad's truck, the bumper he has on his truck, he didn't put the bumper on there. Yeah, his truck was originally my grandpa's, and I guess my grandpa put this like big metal black bumper on there. Well, of course, I mean, also, there's also the fact that my grandpa didn't really take care of his truck. I know for a fact he didn't take care of it because my dad had to replace a lot of shit on that truck.
Is it the Dodge 3500?
My dad does not own a Dodge 3500. He owns a Dodge 2500, 99 Cummins. But I mean, since my dad's had it, he's made it like way better. He's changed out the tie rods and stuff. He put a better intake system on it and stuff. Like when my dad, when he first drove it, so when he was driving it from Oregon to Georgia, it had an exhaust leak on it.
As most Dodge trucks typically have.
Well, guess what? Since my dad's fixed the truck, it hasn't had an exhaust leak. So he also
the big
changed out
issue with Dodge is like the 3500, like their best diesel. Well, not their best diesel, but you know, one of their better like sold diesel engines. Or rather, their best sold truck has a lot of problems with it.
Well, I mean, the reason why my dad's truck had a lot of problems was because my grandpa really didn't take care of it. He didn't really actually put time and effort into, like, keeping it maintained. But I mean, so with those, so with the 99 Dodge Cummins, the transmission was actually made by both Chevy and Dodge. And the only thing my dad has had to change out on the clutch was the clutch discs. That's all. And I know he only had to change out the clutch disc because I've had to help him fix his truck. I've had to help him change out tie rods and stuff. I've had to help him take off the transfer case. I've had to help him take the transmission off.
Oh, man.
But I mean, it is a nice truck.
I'm gonna end my stream because if I continue to stream and I keep trying to do water haul and if I keep failing and getting really far, I'm gonna commit some war crimes. I'm joking, YouTube. I will never commit a war crime. It is me exaggerating. Sarcasm, YouTube. Sarcasm. I'm gonna drop a tactical nuke on my PlayStation 4 if I fail again.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna look at my Snap-on catalog. My Snap-on.